Hey everyone. I wanted to come back this week and talk a little bit more about ambition. I think I promised that in the last check-in video. And we talked last time about this idea that there can be ambitions for good things or for evil things, but also that a big part of what makes ambitions good or bad is our motivations. Our motivations for self and self-exaltation, or our motivations, the love for others and the honor and glory of God. What are we seeking after when we have this ambition to accomplish something, or to reach some goal, right? So those are a couple things to watch out for. What are our ambitions for? Are they good or bad? And then secondly, what are our motivations in ambitions, in our ambitions? And then today I want to talk about the idea of substitute ambitions. One of the things I've noticed is that sometimes it seems like we just don't have ambitions for anything. Or our ambitions are very, very small. And I think often that is because we've settled for substitute ambitions. And let me give you a couple of examples that might help. A lot of it, I think, has to do with our entertainment. Sometimes our entertainment can become this ambition that ends up taking over any real life ambitions. So there's a computer game that I've played, and it's this game where you like conquer the world. And one of the things I thought about is that type of gaming, not always has but it does have the potential to be a substitute type of ambition. Like, I don't need to accomplish anything in real life because my ambitions are all directed towards conquering this fake world on this computer or online or whatever. And I think the same can go for even like movies or things like that, where we're so wrapped up in the world of this show or movies and you know, whatever, our ambitions are filled up with what's happening there rather than what's happening in real life. Books can be the same way, or you could get into sports to that degree, where your ambitions are so wrapped up with how your team is doing. That's where all of your ambition, energy, and your goals are. It's not towards anything real. It's not towards loving real people or accomplishing real live good on this earth. And so all of those things can be good things, but they can become substitute ambitions that leave us to where we're just living in this fog dream world, other world that's not present and in our lives. I think even the news can be that, right? Where we're following news stories, and you know, for me, I've been following the Ukrainian-Russian war on Twitter, and you know, I'm cheering for the Ukrainians, and you know, but that's not where my ambitions ultimately. I can hope for that. I can pray for that. I can cheer when justice wins out and the right wins, and I can be saddened. But it can't be all of my ambitions, right? And so be careful of these substitute ambitions. Some of these things, I think it's worth asking, does this help me? Because good entertainment, a good recreation, should make us come back to real life with good and real ambitions in our real life, in concrete ways in our lives. It should make us want to do more good in our lives. It should want us to attempt great things for the glory of God and for the gospel. It should make us want to love people in real concrete ways. If our entertainment and the things we're taking in are becoming substitute ambitions instead of stirring up our ambitions to go do good, to glorify God and to love others, then we have a problem. And so just asking yourself, is this entertainment, is this thing I'm taking in, participating in, maybe as a distant virtual thing, is it helping me have good, worthy ambitions in real life, right? Another, maybe version of substitute ambitions would be just ambitions for very small things. And those can be good, but for us to realize sometimes there's something more. So you getting your room organized, your house organized, or you getting a great deal on a car or whatever, that might be great. And praise God when he enables you to accomplish that. I think there's a sense in which that fulfills what God's called us to and the way he's made us. You know, he says he made us in Genesis to have dominion and be over the earth. And those are ways that we do that by organizing, right? By seeking to steward our money and things like that. But hopefully our ambitions aren't that small. Hopefully we have bigger ambitions that revolve around people, that revolve around eternity, that revolve around God's glory. And so just again saying, hey, these ambitions for little things might be good, but they need to be within a bigger story of bigger ambitions. So watch out for things that are going to sap your ambitions from things that are people oriented, they're eternal oriented, that are ultimately for God's glory oriented. So hope that's helpful. There's probably nuance, especially on that last point, that we could talk about, and there's more that could be said, but maybe talk about this with someone about what's going on in your life with this. What are your ambitions for?